So the main topic that we wanted to get to, and this is one of the most trending topics on the internet right now, is who would win in a fight, one gorilla or 100 humans? Five, four, three, two, one. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Joe's Funland. I'm your host, Joe Ho, and today we are joined with a few of my friends we've all been friends for actually over almost 2 decades now, which is crazy. And you know, we've been friends for so long, and one of you guys I've eaten out of your crusty socks. That's the type of friendship that we have.
I ain't gonna say who.
We're not gonna say who. We're not gonna say who, but yeah. So today we got on Sam, Derek, and Job. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. This was actually Derek's idea to do this, but he texted me one day. He's like, "Oh, we should talk about that, the gorillas again." I was like, "All right, let's do it."
I had a vision.
Yeah.
A dream.
Yeah.
What kind of dreams do you have, man?
What dream did you?
No, it was just I was on a podcast, and I was a gorilla versus 100 men. That's a pretty good topic.
But actually, when I brought this up to you, you were talking about we should talk about pranks on XQ.
Oh yeah.
That made me think, like, out of all the pranks that you've ever pulled, do you have a favorite that you got away with?
Favorite that I got away with. I mean, I got away with all of them, so that's pretty good. The XQ one is memorable because he.
To your mouth.
Oh yeah, the XQ one is memorable because he screamed in the middle of the mountains, and I think.
Well, for the viewers, can you like describe what happened?
Oh yeah, tell the story one more time for
so
audience.
XQ is this super cocky guy. From the very first time I met him, right? Like, I think I didn't know him from anybody. We'd never met, and we went to CiCi's Pizza. I think that was the first time, my introduction to XQ and his introduction to me. His first thing was, "Hey, I'm going to challenge you to eating pizza. So how many pieces can we eat?" And I was like, "Dude, who are you?" And then so I was like, "All right, cool. Let's do it." And he starts eating pizza, and I got everybody else to help me. So I was cheating a little bit, but they kept giving me their empty plates. And XQ kept eating and eating and eating. And every time he came back, he's like, "Oh, I ate 5 more." I was like, "Oh, I finished 5 more plates." He'd be like, "What? All right, I got to keep going." So he went back and get more. I think I got him up to like 30 pieces. And he's like, "All right." I was like, "All right, if you get to 30, you win." And he did. And then right afterwards, I remember we went outside. He tried to jump a bush. And then he instantly threw up into the bush. Yeah, but ever since then, I think he always wanted to try to prank me and get me back. So when we went on that camping trip, he had the bright idea of saying, "Hey, I challenge you. I dare you to eat a sandwich I make." So I said, "All right, cool. I'll do it if you eat one of mine, and I'll even make it easy for you. You can pick the ingredients. Like you have to pick a couple of weird ones, but it won't be that bad." So he chose like banana and chips and stuff, and he made mine. And I knew it'd be gross, but you know, the name of the game is you just don't show anything, right? Like, you know, pretend like it doesn't get to you. So I knew it was going to be gross, but I made my sandwich, and like all these guys, like they watched me. You guys watched me make it, so you knew what went into the sandwich, but he had no idea. And it was a very innocent looking sandwich, I'll have to say, right? Like very, very normal looking on the outside. And then we went on a hike, and then got to lunchtime. He says, here's your sandwich. I knew. Pulls out a wet, soggy sandwich full of water. Oh, so gross.
Oh, that's gross.
And I gave him mine, and he ate it. And the whole time he was so perplexed because he was expecting something weird, but it tasted pretty normal. So he was like, "What's going on with the sandwich?" And so then we showed him the video of me making the sandwich, and I essentially chewed up the banana and like strained it through my teeth and smeared it on his sandwich. And you could see, like, when we showed him the video, you could see his face, like, he was getting a little pale and a little nauseated. And then, what did he scream out into the...
Yeah, we were on top of the Smokies. He's like, I just kissed Job. And then you hear it renowned through the city of Tennessee, or the state of Tennessee.
That might be worse than the sock, I think.
Ooh,
Yours was pretty gross.
that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
They're both bad.
And Job, you still owe me a pair of socks. So for the viewers, what happened was
Oh my gosh.
we used to play this game called Death Pong, where it was like beer pong, but Christian version.
Not necessarily better, though. I think those things we had to eat.
But you basically just throw a little ping pong ball into a cup, and if you make it, the other person has to drink, whatever you make, and it has to be edible. Like you can't drink like I don't know, like Clorox. It has to be something that you can't eat. Well, what Job did is he saw my pair of socks, and this is I remind you, I'm not married or anything, at that time. So I wore my socks for like 3 days straight. Because again, college student, and Joe had his bright idea to wring out ramen noodle through my socks. And when Joey drank it, he's like, "This actually isn't bad." And then the first thing Joe said is, "Hey, I owe you a new pair of socks." I'm like, "Dude,
I think that was the only pair you brought.
yeah." I was like, "That's the only pair I brought." No, I had an emergency pair, but man, Joe, those are my favorite pair of socks. Now I change my socks every day. Just wanted to FYI.
Oh man. Oh, did you ever get a victimized? Been a victim of a Job's
I was
pranks?
like one of the luckiest people throughout the years. I evaded any
Dang.
that bad.
But I also felt like
He didn't challenge me.
I knew. Yeah, I knew better than that.
He helped me. He gave me ideas. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's get Trish." Deflection.
yeah.
So the main topic that we wanted to get to, and this is one of the most trending topics on the internet right now, is who would win in a fight, 1 gorilla or 100 humans? And I know we've kind of like talked about this before at dinner last time, but let's lock in our answers. What do you guys actually think?
Okay, wait, but are the men like regular dudes, or are we talking about like Navy SEALs?
No, these are like average.
Oh, the,
like-
the
yeah, oh, they're
average
looking like
human
me.
being. Yeah. These are just
without a
average.
doubt, I'm going gorilla. I'm going gorilla. 100%.
Really?
Yeah. Regular dudes. They
100 of them though.
but all of them be too scared to even come close to the gorilla. Like
But-
we're talking about regular guys.
They're gonna like it's a death match. So even if they don't go in, the gorilla's gonna come after them. Like one of them's gonna.
That's
so
true.
They're gonna have to eventually.
It's like you're in a cage that gets smaller and smaller over time.
It's like
Oh.
octagon. It's
I
like
think-
an octagon, but it slowly, it closes in when someone dies.
They're gonna have to eventually.
Yeah. I'd say humans would take it, but with heavy casualty. Just because with 100 people in a room, the gorilla, I think even just from the weight of the people pushing down, I don't think there's a gorilla that can do much. But there's a lot. You're gonna have to say goodbye to a lot of friends, I think. Yeah.
But okay, so before I share like my take on it though, I think that if the 100 men can actually strategize and actually, take out the
No
gorilla-
strategy. They're just dropped into the
Yeah,
cage.
okay. If the 100 men are straight up dropped in the cage, gorilla wins.
Yeah,
Easy
gorilla
peasy.
wins. It's just based off of like,
Dude, because first
react-
off, I
yeah.
know human instinct. Some people are just gonna side with the gorilla.
You're talking about animal-
We're gonna betray the other humans. That would be you. That would be you. That's why they used to call you monkey. You're on the gorilla team.
Dude,
I'm Team Gorilla.
got
Forget
Team
you
Human,
guys.
and then when the gorilla's winning, he'll take off the shirt and he'll say Team Gorilla.
So a story about that, what Job just mentioned, was when we were in the Falcons game and
Such bad. This is why
they're
we're
playing against the
terrible
Eagles. Yeah. So this is back in the day before Eagles were like an awesome team. So I wore Eagles shirt. I was cheering for the Eagles the entire game, and we lost. The Eagles lost by a field goal. we hop on Marta. I take off my shirt, which I had a Falcon shirt underneath. I'm like, let's go Falcons!
No shame.
No shame whatsoever.
No shame.
And you know it's bad when Joe shared on one of his sermons.
Yeah, that's what you would do if you were dropped in the gorilla pit.
Team Gorilla.
Team gorilla.
Team Gorilla.
No, I think humans still got it though. 100 of them, I think they could take on a gorilla. It would be close, but I think 100 humans would. I think so.
No strategy though. You gotta remember, no strategy.
Yeah, no strategy.
Hunger Game style, like you just.
Yeah, still, yeah. I think so.
Just because if it's like, if you don't run towards the gorilla, we're gonna shoot you. So you're like, okay, well, I might as well take my chance with the gorilla and hope I'm one of the few that survives, I guess. But it's not.
I don't
really
even
either
think the
way.
average guy is going to be brave enough to come close to it. They're going to be hiding behind,
True.
10 of them.
True.
Like realistically.
That could be true. If not enough guys charge gorilla and then sufficient amounts of them die, then it doesn't matter anymore. You don't have enough
You don't have enough people.
momentum once they finally decide, oh, it's time. I have
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Then it might. Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, I have a thought. You guys remember in the scene, the Avengers, like when all kind of came together, and Hulk took Loki and started smashing him left and right. If I see a gorilla do that to a human, I'm Team
literally.
Gorilla. I am Team Gorilla all the way. I'm just gonna take my chance of getting shot. I know if he did that to a human, I'll take my chance with the bullet.
Yeah.
No, but there's gonna be one human there that's like just gonna rally everybody though. At least like half of them. One human's gonna like, oh, we can do like. There's gonna be like one like guy who watched too much David Goggins or something, and he's gonna be like, we got this, we can do it, and he's gonna rally a few of them, and they're gonna get some momentum though. I feel like
And he's the one that's running away.
He's the one in the back
he's like,
motivating.
you guys got it. Go get him.
Or all 100 are like, we just stay really quiet, and then there's gonna be one guy that's like Leroy Jenkins and ruins it for everybody.
All right, so I asked ChatGPT as well a couple of different variations on this question, and one of them was, okay, if it was one gorilla, how many of you do you think it would take to take down a gorilla? So if there was one gorilla and then you had like infinite copies of you, how many do you think it would take?
An infinite copy of me.
Infinite copy plus one.
You don't think 100 Jobs could take on a gorilla?
They'd all be fighting to get away. I don't know, man.
Probably like 20 or 30.
See, he's the
Realistically,
biggest,
Yeah.
20 or 30 of you?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess so. Yeah.
At least half of them would die. But, yeah.
though. I like how positive it is. At least half. Like, it'd only take 10 of them to die. Like,
But
I
he's
got
confident
this.
though. He's confident.
Yeah.
I think yeah, probably like 50 or 60 of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I need 100.
Really.
I could probably do it with 60 of me. Yeah, because if you just have like some people take out his eyes.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people go
You have
for
to Just bum rush him and
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
any
yeah.
body
True.
part
Yup.
you can. Start
Yeah.
poking him in the eyes. Yeah.
I'll say 99.
Oh, so
Hey, keep
you're
in
saying
mind-
you're slightly better than the average.
And we all work together. I'm a 2-stripe white belt in jiu-jitsu.
It's because half of them are going to be on Team Gorilla. Half are going to be on Team Human.
All right, what if it was 50 WWE superstars versus one gorilla?
Oh, they got that.
Oh,
they got that easy. Yeah.
think
Like
so?
Brock Lesnar comes out. That
Yeah,
girl is running the
yeah,
other
yeah.
direction. Right? Brock Lesnar comes out.
Yeah,
That's true,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
what they do.
Yeah. I'm CM Punk's probably not Roman Reigns.
Think about it. Yeah, you got your Big Show,
Yeah.
Kane, Undertaker.
But it's only one of them though. So it's not like infinite copies. Of like, so it's like yeah,
50
like,
Big Shows? Dude. Like, come on. Yeah,
Andre the Giant.
dude, 50 Brock Lesnar's would be
50
crazy.
Brock Lesnar's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about like 50 like The Rock?
In his prime,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely strong enough.
Yeah, he-
50 of them? Yeah.
Well, if 20 of him, then you got to say 50 WWE
Yeah,
guys.
they got that easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just got to
yeah,
believe
easy.
that.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, what if it was 50 Eagles versus one T-Rex? Yeah, death match.
I'm going eagles.
How are they gonna hurt the T-Rex? Like, it's got
How's the T-Rex going to
scales.
hurt the Eagles?
Yeah.
I know, but but
Eagles going to drop
exactly,
rocks on them.
it's gonna be what you're in a cage, right? Like,
No,
there's
no,
nothing
Eagles
else
don't have a
around.
cage.
What,
right?
are we allowed to use weapons and stuff?
No, I mean Eagles can.
T-Rex? Weapons? What are you talking about? Weapons?
No, like he's talking about
No, like
eagles with
eagles,
rocks,
like-
dropping rocks.
I mean, they're going to be poking him in the eye. They're going to be like,
They have the higher ground.
yeah, yeah.
Higher ground always wins.
I don't know.
I don't even think a
don't
T-Rex
know.
could kill one eagle.
I don't. But how the eagle's gonna
That's
kill
just-
the T-Rex?
exactly,
though?
that's not my problem.
Like their damage is gonna be minimal at best.
Minimal. It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
yeah.
annoying.
But you could like the T-Rex could like bite an eagle if it times it right.
Yeah.
You just like snatch
One.
him out of
What? One.
Yeah, but swipes his tail once. He can kill the eagle slowly, but I don't know.
No,
if
but the
the-
eagle is death by 1,000 paper cuts. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like it'll take a few days, but I
guess the
eagles are good.
I guess
to
the problem. I'm imagining the T-Rex's like hide to be too tough. I don't
But
know. Like
the eagles can't fly for the whole day though. They're gonna have to land
This is
sometimes,
true.
and then the T-Rex will just stomp all
Wait,
over
wait,
them
wait.
when they're
But-
Yeah.
they're
Okay,
tired
true.
though. You know.
But Eagles,
because you're in a cage,
if one of the Eagles kamikaze into the T-Rex mouth, it could choke him to death.
or the T-Rex will get energized because he got a snack.
yeah, extra protein, bro.
Nah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to be T-Rex though. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
me too.
T-Rex.
Team T-Rex.
You know, I gotta say Eagles.
Eagles.
Fly,
Just because you're
Eagles.
you're
Go
you're
Birds.
Philly
Go
Eagles fan.
Not the Philly Eagles. I'm talking about like the actual animal.
Yep. No,
I'm not talking about the football team.
Eagles are
because-
pretty deadly, man.
Yeah, Eagles are. It's like if they slice you so
Yeah,
So
yeah.
are T-Rexes?
But they can't. They're too slow to kill
against a
50
meteor.
eagles. 50.
But we're this is if this is the
Okay,
same
time out.
scenario as the other, you're in kind of a small and enclosed area, right?
No,
like, it's not
no,
like you
no.
have out in the
What?
Are you out in the wilderness? If you're out in the wilderness, there's no way the T-Rex will be able to do anything to the eagles. They'll just fly off and land in a tree somewhere. So
No, but we're assuming they have the intention to kill each other. Obviously.
But
Yeah,
with the ability to retreat somewhere whenever they need to,
Exactly,
then
that's what I'm
the
saying.
Eagles will never, the T-Rex will never get them. But
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think it's kind of like lose. Nobody really wins.
Well, no, we're talking about if both of them had to kill each other, right? So I'm going Eagles all day.
What if it was in like a not like a cage octagon, but what if it was like a small Call of Duty map or something where it's like you can't run away too far. Like you can still like chase after them if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going Eagles.
Really?
Yeah.
well, 50 Eagles
50.
plus, they can so slowly like come at them different.
Dude, Eagles are pretty big, man. They're like half of our body.
All right, let me just look up real quick. I'll pick a T-Rex. I'm pretty sure that it's pretty massive.
What does ChatGPT say?
Oh, it didn't give me answers. It just gave me extra questions. So I don't know. We're gonna have to find an answer ourselves, or you could chat GPT on your phone, I guess.
Typically 40 feet tall, long, and 12 feet tall, based on.
Yeah, that's
guesstimation.
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah,
50
so-
of them?
dude. You could stomp on like two
If
of them
an
right
eagle
there.
is like
No, they'll fly
half a
away
human.
easily.
I don't know what that was.
Anyway.
And then
I don't know.
Joey's apartment was haunted.
Yeah, I mean, as long as no one's breaking in, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I have a safety precautions.
Yeah, you got big
Self-defense.
First line of
Self-defense.
defense.
I was gonna say I'm strapped, but that too. that too, I guess.
Better off.
Throw Sam at him.
Shoot him. Who went burglar Sam?
Don't even need to get up from the chair. Just shoot him. All right, 100 kindergartners versus one retired pro wrestler.
Retired pro wrestler.
Yeah, so they're older,
Like 60 years old? Like Mike Tyson kind of?
retired. So like,
Wrestler.
yeah, yeah. So
Kindergartners. That's
I think
like
like 65, 70, like.
6 or 7 years old.
Their kindergarten's like 5 years old, dude.
I'm still taking. I'll take
I'm
Big
slower.
Show. Big Show. I'll take Big Show.
Yeah.
But 100 of them though.
Every
man.
time he
Yeah.
falls down, he's gonna crush
Kid,
like
what's
3
a
of them.
kid? What's a kindergarten gonna do?
Yeah.
Dude, they have so much energy. They're gonna run them down.
Yeah, but he'll just like literally do this to their face and they're done.
Yeah, you don't really need to do much.
Yeah, you pick up one of them, give them wedgie, toss them.
Like if you were trying to fight,
They'll just start crying and run
trying to
off.
fight to the death.
Okay, but the wrestler will have to live with the guilt of killing a kindergartner for the rest of his life. Can he live with that weight?
a-
I don't think so. I think kindergarten's got it all day.
The cuteness factor.
Wait, time out. What kind of kid is like Children of the Corn kind of people?
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
So now you throwing like Children of the Corn.
Yeah,
oh,
that,
no.
that's
oh yeah.
different.
They children of course got it all day.
Oh yeah. They got all day. Shoot, they got a pro wrestler.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, what about you versus third graders? How many third graders do you think you could take if every 10th kid was a middle schooler?
Probably at least 50. Third grader? Yeah, that's what's a third grader gonna do? Kick him in the face?
Like, do you actually have to kill these kids
Yeah.
before the next one comes up, or do you just have to make them go away, like hurt them bad enough that they stop
killing.
fighting?
You know, and
I don't know if
kids
I can-
shouldn't be.
Yeah.
That should be.
Hey,
make sure that gets taken out of the.
Disclaimer: this is ChatGPT giving me these questions. Okay?
Dark
We just-
questions.
We're just
like-
saying defeat them. That's all we're saying.
defeat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not promoting killing kids on this podcast. Okay?
yeah.
We do not promote killing kids. All right, just disclaimer. But we defeat them.
Yeah,
50 of them.
50 at least.
But every 10th is so you gotta fight at least like 5 middle schoolers though.
So what, a seventh grader?
But you're all
Some of them are
fighting
pretty
one
big.
at a
Choke
time.
slam him.
Some of them are pretty big though, man.
Hey,
middle
if
schoolers
it's
get.
One punch to the
Five.
face.
Well, you're big, but for me, working with like an Asian church, I'm like, yeah, I could take middle schoolers. And then I go to like Grace. All those middle schoolers are like bigger than me.
The ones that play football too, you're like, nope.
Yeah.
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
true. Yeah. What if it's like a football playing middle schooler?
No, that's gonna be harder.
Yeah. Still 50, you think?
I'm nowhere near 50.
I mean, the 53rd graders for sure, but the 8th grader that somehow looks like he's in college every now and then. I don't know about those guys.
Because he's actually 20 years old. He just failed many, many times. He's still in third grade.
Yeah.
He's got like a birth certificate written in crayon.
They'll
or
take
something like-
they'll take everything I have.
Yeah, but I'll be so tired. Like,
Yeah.
I'm also gassed.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 10, and then I'll be like gassed out by then.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because endurance, you have to think about that too.
I have none. What's that?
All right. The next one was the Four Loko one, but that one's not that funny anymore. Well, 'cause it's not. It's only funny if you know what Four Loko is.
What is Four Loko?
Well, I looked it up. I know what it is now. Well,
I'm
So-
too old.
Four Loko is like this old. Well, it's not old, but back in the day, there was this drink called Four Loko. It was a energy drink and a alcoholic drink mixed into one can. So like it was like crazy because it had like at least like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So that's like pretty much like a pre-workout. But also each can had about like 12 to 14% alcohol by volume. So like a regular beer is like 2 to 5, right? So that's like two or three beers and the pre-workout in a can. So people would drink that, and then I don't know. It was like people would just do stupid stuff, and like I had a friend who drank some and he got blacked out and he broke his door. Like people would just do the dumbest stuff on there. So the question that ChatGPT gave me was one Victorian era child versus one Four Loko. Like if they drank it, do you think they would survive? Because Victorian era is that's when they had like the Black Plague and everything like that. Like they would die of everything. Like they were just so weak, you know, like the frail kids
I
that would
see,
die at
okay.
like 12 years old or whatever.
like an Oliver Twist kid.
Yeah. So if you went back in time and you like gave one of those kids like,
That's
oh, here,
Would they
drink
die?
this. You think they
Basically,
die?
Would they die?
Would they die? I don't know. That's actually a very thought-provoking question.
No, I think it'd be very helpful for them. 'Cause-
They could do more work and get some more food.
They would also get drunk as hell.
True.
But they'd be awake for it.
I think it might kill them. I think their heart would stop.
Again,
Yeah.
we don't promote killing.
Yes, yeah. I think it would defeat them. I think the Four Loko would defeat the kid.
Or it might be a cure for Black Plague. We don't know.
Oh, true. All right, one pirate versus one cowboy versus one ninja, all in like a arena style.
Oh, ninja all day.
What's up?
You think so?
Yeah. What? I mean,
Dude,
a
but Cowboys
pirate
got-
sucks without his ship.
Cowboys got guns though.
Yeah, Cowboys got
Got guns. Oh, that's true.
So if it's in an arena style, I guess you'd have to. I would go Cowboys, but depends. What are we talking about?
So it's like guns versus ninja stars versus what's the second one? Third one?
Pirate.
Pirate
Must-
versus
It's like a
Cutlass.
like a crappy gun. Yeah.
Cowboys all day.
Unless are we talking about like Naruto type ninjas? You thinking like?
Or we
Hide
talking
some
about no
shadows.
weapons?
Well, let's say yes weapons because that's
Okay.
what kind of like a characteristic of like the character, right? Like it would make more sense if they had weapons. But yeah, what if it was like a Naruto style ninja
Oh, I'll take the ninja.
over the cowboy?
Doesn't matter if you can't see him coming.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know, whatever the I don't know.
1,000 years of pain, man.
Well, I was thinking like an old school cowboy, not like Yellowstone cowboy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm thinking like old school, like
Old
Wild
school?
Wild West, like shooting from your hip kind of cowboy.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was thinking about.
But they weren't the norm. You had the gunslingers,
yeah, we're talking about just a regular cowboy, like
regular
tending
cowboy
to his
who's
flock.
like, yeah, he's more of a shepherd than a fighter.
They're like tough, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know about.
I was thinking like the Wild Wild West cowboys. That
like Wild Bill or
mean, those guys are pretty tough.
like something
Yeah.
like
They
something
are.
crazy, you know.
yeah.
They're pretty tough.
I might take the cowboy on this one. I think we all agree the pirate is at a disadvantage.
He
I
has
think
one
the
leg
pirate
too and
is-
one eye.
Yeah. I think the
Yeah,
pirate is at
yeah.
a disadvantage.
Yeah.
They're
No
at a
matter what
disadvantage,
scenario,
yeah.
unless like you put him like
On a ship.
on a ship. Yeah, and they're fighting on the ship or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, pirate I think is out.
Unless it's the One Piece pirate. Then gung gung dong. And pirate all day.
You think the One Piece pirate would beat the ninja though?
Dude, his
The Naruto
arm.
ninja.
A Naruto
Cowboy
ninja?
Bebop.
Yeah, he is. That just survived every.
Yeah, those guys do have powers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, all you gotta do is throw him into the water though. He can't take salt water.
Yeah, but you have to.
Is that his weakness, really? Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch
The
that.
irony of it.
Yeah, he's a pirate though. What the heck?
Exactly. It's the irony of it.
That's just Luffy, but everybody else, right?
All the power, all the guys that ate the fruit. Yeah.
Oh, so none of their powers will work if you put them in salt water?
Yeah. They just like
That's stupid. What the
they'll
heck?
just drown.
Dang.
It's pretty weird.
That's dumb. I don't know. Yeah, I think I still take the cowboy though,
I think I would too. Yeah.
even over a Naruto ninja.
Really?
They got guns, dude.
They got fireballs.
Then it just comes down to who's shooting first, which I think the Cowboys got it all day.
Yeah, that's
because
you
Naruto.
practice for that.
You gotta do all this stuff first. And like,
That's
if you
true.
ever watch an episode, it takes 8 episodes for a fight to go through, and they're like charging up half the time. So
That's true.
Cowboys just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, last one that I got on the list was 100 feral cats or 100 skunks.
Who would win between the two? Or who
Oh,
would you rather fight?
Who would you rather fight? Yeah. If you were in a in a
Ooh,
cage,
that's a tough one.
Yeah. 100 feral
Oh
cats
man,
I'd
or
rather
100
take the-
skanks. Skunks.
I'll take the skunks.
Yeah, skunks. Dude.
It's gonna smell, dude.
No, but I fart all
Feral
day, so it
cat
doesn't
is
matter.
like that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
To fight.
I'd take the.
Skunks are aggressive too, though. I
Cats.
feel like.
I just feel like skunks are big cats, and they stink.
So you would take the regular cats?
I mean, I kind of know what
Feral
they would
cats
do.
kind of stink too, though.
The thing is, with a skunk, I really don't know what I'm getting into. At least I can imagine myself fighting a feral cat. It wouldn't be fun, but I have no idea.
I've seen a lot of skunks in my life, and they like they just run away. They're not the bravest creatures.
But these are
Well, if
out
they're
to
in,
kill
like,
you,
yeah,
or
this
out
is
to defeat you.
If it's in a death match, I feel like they will.
Well,
They're kind of slow though.
I've actually never seen a skunk, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
But you smelled it though.
Yeah, we did smell it. Yeah, I'll take the skunks.
Where did you smell a skunk?
We were in the woods when I was in the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were like camping out and stuff, and we'd see skunks all the time.
Oh, man, that's disgusting.
Yeah, feral cat is you're taking some damage.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
And they do smell too.
Okay, yeah. Actually, by that logic, I'll probably take the skunks too.
Just fight with 2 fingers up my nose. Try my best to keep out the smell while I'm fighting them. Yeah.
Do you think you could take on 100 skunks? Or do you think you would pass out by like the 50th one from all the smell? Oh. Because 100 is a lot.
100
Like,
is
if
a
they
lot.
all are
They-
releasing like that sting, though, you
yeah.
might pass out at some
be
point.
honest,
Is that
yeah,
poisonous too?
If
Is there
they
smell
all
poison?
release it
don't
at once
know,
in a
that's a good
room, I
question.
might not even get one.
Yeah, because I feel like
build up.
at some point,
Yeah.
the all that gas buildup will like knock you out or something. Like,
Yeah. I'd light a match and take us all out.
What do you think, Derek?
Skunks, but like I might be out by like the smell. No, but you survived my farts, so I feel like
Yours were windy. They didn't really smell that bad. They were very windy.
they're not skunk dads.
Do you think you could out fart a skunk?
It depends what I'm eating.
Like, what if we
You
like,
give me durian and some whole milk,
yeah.
we can compete.
What if we like, you get like 1 week to like change your diet and eat everything like, and you're trying to like beat a skunk in a stink off. You think you could do it?
If Job makes my sandwiches, I have a chance for a week. Eating Job sandwiches for a week, I'll take a 20 of them.
Job is like your prep coach for the fight. We should make this like a pay-per-view like event.
Sam, you go catch the skunk.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
yeah, I have a chance.
Yeah, I mean, that would be crazy.
So I was thinking about it too. Remember that retreat that you wore a fox skin?
Yeah,
Was that so bad?
it was disgusting, man.
So can you imagine that times 10, like 100 times? As a skunk? That was really gross.
did you skin it? Y'all found it, or
He skinned it, right?
Yeah.
He wore
you
it.
found it in the woods.
It was dead.
It was
We
dead for how
Had a
who
little
knows how
pocket
long.
knife. It wasn't bad enough that it was like rotting or stinking or anything. It was pretty
Yeah,
fresh, but
I mean, I kept it together for the photos. When I went back to my room to shower, I was like gagging, man. I was like, what did I just do?
I couldn't believe he did it either.
couldn't believe it.
And the necklace, like the
Yeah,
necklace.
the necklace was crazy.
wait, what it was the?
So Job, like,
I don't remember the
he
necklace
cut off
part.
the testicles. Oh! And then he made a necklace out of it. And he's like, oh, wear this. And then people didn't even know what it was. But I was like, okay, sure, why not? Yo, it was so gross.
Okay, I didn't
A whole
know.
bunch of
I didn't know about that part.
seniors.
It's barbaric,
There's a
man.
whole bunch of seniors. I was just trying to figure out what I could get away with. Like, these guys are just okay. They're gonna do it. Cool.
I didn't know about that part. I knew about the skin part. I didn't know about the.
Yeah.
I know what testicles.
I don't
it
think
was
we announced
crazy.
that, but yeah.
I don't think I was there that time.
I don't think you were there. 'cause
think I-
Otherwise, you'd have been in
You'd
the
have
part,
been
of the,
our
part of the photos.
Yeah.
It was gospel vision.
winter retreat. Winter retreat.
Dang, I was a senior.
Yeah.
What a dumb senior. Oh my gosh.
Very willing to try things. That's what I liked about you guys.
Oh, so you were a victim of.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's true.
You were a victim.
But you had a lot of balls. Literally.
Yeah.
For doing
Literally.
The crazy thing is
Literally
we
had
didn't
all of
even
them.
win the competition.
Oh, yeah,
they-
we
they-
did.
They
We
gave,
did.
It was the pit, they gave a pity to the little kids.
I want that little kid. Oh, I had like
Yeah.
8th graders.
You had all the
Yeah.
you had the young ones.
Oh wow.
I was like, do you
They
know
got
what I
the pity
went
vote.
through for this?
Yeah. I was a little mad for them too. I was like, dang,
That's crazy.
they put up with a lot.
Yeah.
Did it smell? What was it like?
Yeah, actually, when I was wearing it, it didn't smell that bad.
No.
But like, when I was washing the blood off in the shower, I was like,
Oh,
yo,
was it the steam too? You're just
yeah,
like,
I was like, okay,
Oh,
that's pretty rancid right there.
dude, That's horrible.
It was.
Why the heck did you do that?
Man, for the
thing is,
competition, man.
Yeah, yeah, they were out to win it.
Yeah.
But you lost.
We might blame Byron.
I know. Yeah, what the heck? He didn't know that
wow.
movie. It was supposed to be what, Last of the Mohicans?
Yeah, Last of the Mohican style.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that reminds me of like the y'all watch The Revenant
Oh,
when he like
yeah,
climbed
yeah,
into the bear.
Before
like-
the Revenant
Yeah.
came
yeah,
out.
yeah. That was way after, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
But that just kind of reminded me of that.
It was, yeah.
Would you ever do that, like to survive, like get into a bear?
Oh heck
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
For survival, definitely.
Yeah.
They'd be so gross.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
You
be
ain't
fun.
Even if you survive, you still have to like live through the like. You have to remember that though. You're like, oh,
trauma of
I
it.
did that.
Yeah. It's trauma for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's either that or freezing to death. Would you rather freeze to death or would you rather burn to death?
Oh, freeze.
Freeze.
Yeah, at least you'll
Fall
be
asleep.
numb.
You'll fall
yeah,
asleep.
that's true.
Yeah. Burned to death. That's probably one of the worst ways to die.
I feel like your nerves will like burn off after like a few minutes though.
But a few.
But the minutes are like
I mean,
the most excruciating
it's
minutes ever.
excruciating. But then afterward, you're like,
you're fine.
all right.
You're like, it's not too bad.
And you're like, all right, well, I'm dead.
Well, you never hear anyone.
But freezing, I feel like it takes longer. I feel like because it takes longer for you to go numb.
Oh.
Yeah,
Depends. Well, then
you know what
I
I'm
guess
saying.
you could say how hot is the fire. It could be a very slow roast.
have you ever read the book The Crucible? You know how they start burning
No.
witches at the stake?
Oh, that's
Yeah, and
that's-
you see them
it's
scream.
horrible.
You never hear anyone scream when they're freeze to death.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You see Iceman? He never
You
screams.
just shiver.
Yeah. Because even when you're hurting, like you won't feel the frostbite and stuff.
After some point, though, yeah, like to get to that point, it
still
will
hurts.
hurt a lot. Though I feel like
Yeah, but it's like a natural, like
none of it is natural. What do you mean?
None of this
it's a
conversation
natural
is natural.
painkiller. Like it's a natural numbing cream. You know, just the frozen ice.
All right, we're talking a lot of death, but this is not where I was expecting.
I blame
Would you rather be
ChatGPT.
defeated by fire or ice?
Human Torch or Iceman?
Ooh, yeah. Which power would you rather have, though? If you could control fire or ice.
I like ice because there's Elsa. There's Iceman.
Ice is probably more useful. Fire's a little too destructive. Just on a daily basis.
What would you use ice for?
I'd be a good firefighter.
Cool down your drink. You'd be great at a party.
Like, oh, my drink is too warm. Yeah.
The same could be said. You'd be really great at survival skills out in the wild. Just
Well,
start a fire.
have you seen Frozen? Elsa made a castle out of ice.
That's true.
It's true.
You know, you not
That's true. Fire you can't create
Yeah, what are you gonna make a
It's
firehouse? You
destroys
burn down stuff.
structures. Yeah.
That's true.
It's more like destructive, you know?
Yeah. But Elsa
Ice.
made yeah, Elsa made Olaf, man.
Oh, true.
You can
true.
make friends with ice.
I mean, you can make volcanoes with fire. You can make
You see, running.
Yeah, exactly.
fire would be cool though, because like if you're like hungry and you want hot food, you just and it's instantly like hot.
True.
I feel like that would be really useful day to day life.
Yeah.
I mean, so microwave works pretty good too.